Yesterday was the day that the college football world stood still. What's the fallout from it? Let's find out. What is going on, Florida State family, Seminole Nation, in the 863 tribe? It is your boy, POLK, a.k.a. A-Lo, a.k.a. the goddamn truth, and you are on 863 Seminole TV. Before we get started, y'all know what to do, man. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share the videos, friends. Share the videos. Well, yesterday I came on here and I was livid. Today, a little bit of a better mood. But what's the fallout of this, man? What ultimately is going to happen with the playoff committee, Florida State, obviously, and then moving forward when you go to the 12-team playoffs? You know, what does any of this mean? I don't know. For the future, I would argue it doesn't mean anything. With the 12-team playoff, they kind of have a built-in excuse. But I just want to give my final thoughts on what happened yesterday in a more less emotional way. I think that's fair, you know. So we'll get into that. Before I get into that, I know y'all been begging for a live stream. We're going to do a live stream later tonight. But this has just been a little bit more time efficient for me to get in here and record these videos real quick so I can keep it pimping. But I plan on hitting a live stream later tonight. And those live streams, we're going to talk a lot of transfer portal stuff, man. Transfer portal opens up and it's going to be crazy today. But anyway, what's the fallout of all of this, man? What's my final thoughts on Florida State being 13-0, ACC champion, and missing the college football playoff? I think yesterday is the day that the integrity of the game died. I won't go as far as to say college football died. It's too popular, too much money involved. I mean, anybody that knows I'm a diehard FSU fan, so I'm not going to stop watching them based off of yesterday. But the integrity of the game will forever be questioned. The integrity of the game is obviously dead at this point. It's hard to look at any team, you know, and this could have been any team, right? But it's hard to look at any team and say winning is the ultimate decision maker, because obviously it's not. And that committee yesterday decided that despite winning every game, they simply didn't like Florida State. And it's in that moment that the committee failed the fans, the players, the coaches, and just college football in general. They failed it. College football is now the only sport in the world, unless you want to talk about wrestling, that the outcome is now predetermined based on what a committee or a group of men and women feel like. Professional wrestling is the only other sport that we can have this conversation about. Because every other sport, regardless of who we think or feel is the best team, player, whatever, they have to get in a ring, they have to get in the octagon, they have to get in on the field, on a court, and actually prove it. That 73-9 Golden State team, most people would have told you they were, or felt like they were the best team that year, maybe the best team of all time. Luckily for the Cleveland Cavaliers, that, guess what? They actually had to get on a court and play basketball games. And Cleveland became the world champions based on result, not based on feeling. And so college football has failed everybody in that instance. They've failed. Because now what you're telling me is that they don't have to play the games to qualify. You just have to get style points to make a group of men and women feel good about themselves. That's what yesterday did. That's the fallout from it. College football is now the only sport in the world that the winnings are diminished. Pretty losses count more for wins. Bama losing to Texas, that's a sexy loss. Is now that is a better thing. That is a pretty loss is better than having an ugly win. FSU beating Louisville in ugly fashion was a detriment. And Bama losing, in a pretty fashion, I guess. So ultimately, that's just the fallout of the situation. That's what has been decided on Sunday. And it's a damn shame. And as you can see, as I talk more about it, now I start to get speechless because, never since I've watched this, the playoff committee was implemented to avoid these cases. I think in 2004, if I'm not mistaken, he had the Auburn Tigers in the SEC go undefeated. I want to say, was it USC and Oklahoma who ended up making the national championship, if I'm not mistaken, in 2004? The playoff was implemented to avoid something like that. An undefeated team being left out to prove that they were possibly a national championship team. And that didn't happen. So, shout out to Dan Mullen. He's been on ESPN and he's been fighting the good fight. And he's been crushing everybody who's opposed what he's saying. He's killing them because he's speaking the truth. And the truth overcomes a lie any day. And so all the subjective talk about the best team, objectivity wins out. And as far as I'm concerned, this year's college football national champion will always have an asterisk next to their name. That's how I feel. So congratulations, College Football Playoff Committee. You've ruined the integrity of the sport. You've now devalued the ultimate goal in any sport, which is to win. You've made it be clear that the results are predetermined, and as long as you look pretty and we like the way you look, we can put you in. We can put you in. They used Jordan Travis's injury as a cop-out, as an excuse. One of the worst excuses ever. I'll finish on this. You say Florida State's not the same team without Jordan Travis. Jordan Travis is that important of a player, yet he won't win a single national award. He won't even get invited to the dance. He won't even get invited to New York, nor will he win one national award. But you're saying that he is that important of a player. Where's his Heisman? Where's his Heisman invite? Where's any of the postseason awards at? Where's any invite to any of the postseason awards at? He's not going to have them. But yet he's the most important player in the country, apparently. So important that a 13-0 a conference champion is out of the picture. But he's so important that he won't get any consideration for a single solitary postseason national award. And his prize for all of that, for being the most important player, his prize is his team that he played 11 games with and won 11 games with. And then they showed resiliency to win the next 2 games without him. The prize is sit at home. Oh, my bad. Get the Georgia Bulldogs in the Orange Bowl. That's the prize. The best team in the ACC will get the second best team in the SEC. They don't get to prove that they are one of the top teams in the ACC against the top team in the SEC. A joke. College football, you've officially become a joke. NIL didn't kill the sport. NIL didn't ruin the integrity. The transfer portal hasn't killed the sport. The transfer portal hasn't ruined the integrity. This decision yesterday, on Sunday, December the 3rd, destroyed the integrity of the sport. Just from now on, just watch it for entertainment. But I can't take anything college football playoff does serious from this point on. And with that said, y'all, I'm out here. Again, I will be live tonight as we talk. We'll talk more about this, obviously, but the transfer portal is going to be huge. So that's going to be the main focus of tonight's live stream. But as always, it's your boy POLK over on 863 Seminole TV. Stays classy, Seminoles, and we are out here. Go Noles. If you like what you saw and you want to see more content like it, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. As always, it's your boy POLK, and we out here. Go Noles.